Perfect. All right, everybody. So I know we have people all across the country, and with our topic tonight with Sharon Restrepo talking about wholesaling, I know people these days, you're seeing stuff all across the country. Like I know that I am, okay? I'm in Texas, but I'm buying assets in Florida or North Carolina or Ohio or Michigan or things like that. And you know, one of the things that's been the biggest pain over my years of investing is always have to try to go find a title company that I can close with. I constantly got to find something that I got to close with, and there are title companies that just don't work very well. So I'm honored and excited to have our vendor tonight be Vantage Point Title, it's a national title and escrow company. And what I love about what they do is they have this amazing title concierge. So I'm going to bring on, let's see here, Michelle, I'm going to ask you to start your video. Hopefully you got it where it's pointing you in the right direction. Michelle, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
There we go.
I still can't figure out how to get my camera to go the correct way, but
I don't know what's going on with that.
But hey.
Did you have a couple slides you wanted to share with everybody, or?
Yeah, I do, but okay, share my screen. Okay, hold on.
I have to stop sharing mine, and now you
okay.
There we go.
All right, so I don't know, can you see this now?
I see just flowers. You got to go down to the bottom and on Zoom where it says share screen, click on that.
Oh.
And then it should pull up different things that you have open and pick your power.
Oh, there we go. Got it. All right, so you see that?
I see. There we go. Yeah, just put it there. You go. Just maximize it down. You're good to go. You're rocking.
Okay. Well, we don't see everything. All right. So, thanks so much, Scott. I really appreciate you allowing us to come on and talk about Vantage Point. So, like you said, I think one of the biggest challenges for a lot of your participants, I guess, or people in the group is really trying to find I live in California. Our corporate headquarters is in Florida, but we have offices all across the country. We have offices in Texas, everywhere brick and mortar is required. So the nice thing about us is that you get one point of contact, primarily myself. I have an operations team behind myself that obviously handles all the day-to-day production. But the nice thing is, no matter where you're buying or selling, you don't have to go find another person to help you. Our company is a nationwide company, so we cover the entire United States. The nice thing for you here is, here, I'll give you the other screen, is that we really do have the nationwide coverage. Nice thing, we do have a refinance and a purchase bundle. So obviously most of your investors are all on the purchase side. The realtor on many of those or the lender sometimes may dictate, but when you're actually looking for other things, we do have some bundles that we are very attractive to many of clients that like yourself and participants. We are open from 6 a.m. Eastern time to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So no matter where your deal is at, you're going to be able to use us. Go ahead, Scott. Did you start to say something?
I was just saying, wow, that's great. Some long hours then. That's good.
Yeah. And then of course, let's not forget that month end for everyone is always a crunch time. Yep. So those hours are definitely extended during that time. The nice thing about our company is when you become a client of ours, there's a couple reasons that are great. Number one, we're the largest privately held title escrow and closing company. So you don't have to worry about any issues with small individuals that are only in one state or one county. The other thing is we give you a team that covers the entire country. So, you always talk to Kat. No matter where your property is located. You don't have to start over when you go to North Carolina, when you're in California or Florida or wherever the case may be. The other thing is we do in-house curative. We have a lot of things that we do specifically, based on workflow and things like that. We do definitely partner with all of the e-closing providers. That's a big deal these days. The RON closings and RIN and all that good stuff. We still have a very large nationwide mobile notary network. But as you know, the COVID has done something for our industry that's really pushed a lot of people that were on the fence about RON, remote closings. I don't know how familiar your groups are with that, but do you want me to give a quick
Yeah,
thing.
definitely dive into that because I think it's where everything is going these days.
Yeah, so RON closing basically is an electronic signature process. For instance, many states are called hybrid. So you go on and you sign some ancillary docs via your computer, which is really great because there's a couple reasons it's awesome. Number one, you can't make a mistake. You can't miss a document. It won't let you go forward until you sign or initial whatever is necessary. The other part is the expedience and the speed, right? So what happens is as soon as you are finished completing those docs or your borrower, as you're going through, those things are immediately uploaded to us. And so there's no FedExing or any of that stuff that goes on today in today's world. Not every state is complete hybrid. Like California has it's a complete RON state. California is hybrid. So you have some docs and then the notary still goes out and still does the wet signature. But more and more, many states are moving, like Arizona during COVID moved to RON, accepting RON closings. The only other thing that you need to worry about, and I don't know how much this impacts your participants, is that if you are selling anything, you want to make sure that your investor is on board with RON closing. That's probably the only thing. And I don't know how much that has to do with your group as a general, but that is where the world is going. The e-closing and e-recording is a really great function because COVID really drove a lot of that, so that it made sure that all that stuff is done much more expedient. The other nice thing is today we offer what we call expedited prelim service. So that today we have that in 2 states, California and Washington. The difference there is that when you request a prelim, the prelim comes back to you in literally hours versus days. We have that in those 2 states today. It has about a 60% hit rate. And we plan on doing that in 29 more states. Hopefully, we were hoping by the end of the year, but it will be coming on as soon as we can. The other thing is, again, it's important to remember that we're not just title. So we do title, escrow, and closing. Depending on your state, escrow is not always applicable. In the attorney states, we have a very large attorney network that handles the closings as well. We do everything from bilingual and all of that, so you don't have to worry about that. The other thing is we are integrated into a lot of different systems, depending on if anyone's using a system that they might know about, that we're in many of those. The other thing is we use a system called Resware. Within that system, we allow you to go in and actually run your deals and get a guaranteed fee quote, meaning how much will it be for us to get this transaction completed. And so that part's really pretty cool, that you can go in and actually use our what we call kind of a smart LE and smart calculator for you. Many of our things are really easy because you can literally log into our system, use the guaranteed fee calculator, and from there you can actually get your order going, so that you don't have to make an email or send a thing like that. We can actually give you that access to be able to do those things. What else? The great thing about it, and I appreciate again, Scott, you allowing us to talk about it. We're not the standard company where if you're doing, we're not the First American Infidelity, and we see that as a big plus. It doesn't matter if you do 2 orders a month or 2,000, we still treat you with respect and all of that. Right. And we try to also recognize that nobody who's 2,000 orders a month started at 2,000. They probably started at 1 or 2. So that's a big thing to us. On here, I gave you some basics of what we do. So we do want to make sure that that if you have, when you pull a prelim and you find that there's judgments or liens or whatever the case may be, we help you to be able to clear those things. We have a lot of insight into those issues and do that every day. So there's ways for us to assist you in getting those things, cleared up. And then again, the basics of just, going through the mobile notary and all of that good stuff in the RON or the mobile notary closing, and helping you to get all of those things done. We do the disbursements on a daily basis to all kinds of different places. And so, at the time in which you purchased it. Obviously, I know a lot of your participants on here are all purchasing via REO or some other vehicle or a list of notes that you purchase. But when you get to the point where you're ready to sell, or doing those types of transaction, we would love to be able to assist you and help you. So I don't know if there's anything else you want me to.
That's great. That's good stuff. Question. I want to throw it up for questions for anybody out there.
Sure.
Are you guys doing any sort of like simultaneous closings for people? I know that's been a big thing in the past. People looking for where their buyer funds their purchase. Are you done any of those dry closings or no?
I think so. I think we've done quite a few. We have a couple of relationships with some of the larger buyers and sellers where they're going in and they act on both sides of the transaction. And we can even, do some creative things in that capacity as well. So I've never really had a deal where I brought it to my guys and said, can we do this? And they said no. So I think we're pretty good there.
Cool. Good stuff there. Jack asked for you to type your full contact information in the chat roll. If you want to go back to your first slide, I know it's at the bottom of the first.
Sure. And I put it on, I placed it into the chat earlier, my LinkedIn one, but here I'm happy to copy this and stick it on in there.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Oh, shoot. It did the same thing here. Let me just type it in. And if you have any questions, feel free to just reach out and let me know. I'm happy to. I do have a daughter, my second daughter this year, getting married on Monday. So forgive me if I am remiss in not responding immediately, but that's the world I live in right now.
Hey, that's quite all right there. Yep, she posted it to everyone there, your phone number. There we go. I'll make sure and put it in the chat roll as well for everybody. And when we send out the replay, we'll have the contact information as well for everybody. Put it in the chat roll in the replay.
Here, I'll add, I don't know why I was remiss in putting my company name in there. So I'll add that and put it in there again. Oh, who cares about that?
Right. So I will tell you this, Michelle and I have known each other going back, what, 8 or 9 years now?
Yeah. When we were just, yeah. And my background is I worked for many lenders for many years. And then I got into sales, and Scott and I ran into each other years ago, and here we are.
Right. And she came and spoke at one of my mastermind events, and she was in such, she was one of you that she actually got a ticket and got pulled over on the way there, but still made it on time to the event. So that's obviously a reminder.
Lots of fun.
Exactly.
Remember, pain plus time equals laughter.
I love it. Any of y'all got any questions for Michele out there? I got a question. Are you closing wholesale deals? If somebody they have the ability to open an escrow account with you?
Oh yeah, okay. Sure.
Cool. I love it. There you go. Everybody. Something to keep in mind for you guys later. But well, Michele, thank you so much for coming on, especially with your down to the nitty gritty of a wedding. Yep. How hectic that can be. And hope you guys have a great time. I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful ceremony. Everything. Congratulations.
Yeah. I'm going to Maui on Saturday. So let's just hope if all things go right, they don't close the state down before Saturday. Okay.
That's right. There we go. Well, hey, we don't feel so sorry for you go to Maui, but hey,
I know it's hard to feel bad, right?
Exactly. Great stuff there.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Hey, you too. All right. Good stuff, everybody.